Hi, in today's episode of What's in My Bag, I'm going to share with you what I take to the airport as a carry-on. So before we get started, let me just first disclose that there will be links below for a lot of these items that I'm going to show you. Those links are affiliate links, and so if you click on those, there is a chance that no hit to you that I could possibly get a commission. So in full disclosure, I want to let you know, but I also want to let you know that everything that I'm going to show you today are actually things that I've been carrying in my bag for a while. And I really enjoy traveling, and I've learned a few tricks along the way. So let me share those with you. First of all, this is the bag that I use, and I love it. It's called the Never Full from Louis Vuitton. Of course, any bag will work, but I love this one because I love that there's no zipper at the top. There is a small closure like that, but really I never use it because I love just being able to throw things in my bag. And then what I do is I put this on top of my rolling suitcase, and for the most part, I rarely check a bag. Sometimes I do if I'm working on a special project or if there's extra equipment that I need to bring, but for the most part, I like to have my rolling bag and I like to have this bag. So I love this bag. This actually happened to me earlier this year. I was on my way to Japan, and I had this bag, my rolling bag, and then I had my purse just like on my arm like this. And the flight attendant was like, "You need to step aside and combine all your bags." And I was like, "What? Oh, okay." So I just popped this in my bag, and it was no problem. So I didn't even need to step aside. It was just so easy. Of course, my ID is in here to travel, and credit cards and things like that. So anyway, and I just stick that on top of the bag. Super easy. So I've been learning the value of just taking my tennis rackets everywhere that I go. So I love traveling with my tennis rackets, even when I'm going on trips like that's more of a family trip rather than a vacation. I'm learning just to bring my tennis rackets and this time I'm taking 2 tennis rackets because I'm going to be traveling with my daughter to the US Open, and I'm hoping to find some courts to play on, and so it's a lot more fun to play with 2 than 1. I'll probably end up buying a few when we're on the ground in New York, but anyway, but I do like to carry a few with me because it kind of makes it fun. I always travel with my laptop. I just got this new Mac, and it is just it's such a great tiny size, and I love it. I have loved this laptop so much, and it's so easy to travel with. It's very slim, and it's actually very just easy to pack. So I'm a little bit old school in some ways. I really like carrying a paper notebook. This is something that I have traveled with for the longest time. I love this. This is it's basically just a huge rectangle, but it's got a couple snaps in it, so it makes it like a shawl. And I love traveling with this. Sometimes I unsnap it and use it like a blanket. Sometimes I use it like a shawl, like this. Often when I'm traveling like I am right now, wearing white jeans on an airplane especially, I like to go like this to protect my white jeans from like dropping things on it. I don't know. It's like the curse of white jeans, you know. It just happens that you will drop things on it. This is a lot easier to spot clean than your white jeans. So for a long time, I just didn't really want to wear white jeans, especially when I traveled, because it just felt like they'd get dirty a lot of the times. But when you travel with something like this, you can throw it down and sit on it. If you're worried about that, you can put it like I just did on top of your clothes. I've used it as a blanket. I've also used it as a pillow. I have loved this, but you could do the same with a sweater or a small stadium blanket. But I always have something just to help with, people that over pump the AC or whatever. So just a nice thing to have. I always love to travel with my hydro flask. I love a hydro flask as well because it's very narrow. So when it comes to putting it in my bag, it's very slim. It fits on the side. Right now it's empty because once I go through security, I will find a filling station and fill it up there in the airport. but I really, really like to have extra water when I travel on the airplane. I love these noise canceling headphones. These are older. There's probably newer ones that are the newer generation of these. These are Bose. When you're traveling on an airplane, you always want to make sure. I love my AirPods and they're great. But on an airplane, you want something that you can hook into the in-flight entertainment if that's something that you're wanting to look for or enjoy while you're traveling. This one's really nice because it does have like a little spot for an extra battery, because nothing's worse than traveling on an airplane and running out of battery. Oh, and I've also learned that I like to carry, sometimes when I've been upgraded to like Comfort Plus or something, they'll give you the free headphones. One time I grabbed a pair because inevitably when I travel with my kids, they forget their headphones or whatever. And now I know I've got it just in case, because heck to the no, I don't want to be buying some like super expensive headphones in the airport because they forgot. So anyway, a little bit of preparation saves the day. Another thing that I love to have when I travel is, you pop it like this, you can put your phone in it, and then it stabilizes your pictures when you're taking pictures. It also can pop out and be a tripod. This is a great tool and I love it. Sometimes when I'm walking and taking pictures, it kind of just makes the movement stabilized, and it just makes it a better picture. And it folds up really small, so it just seems like a no-brainer to bring it. Okay, one of my most favorite things that I travel with, and in fact, I travel with it, but I carry it with me all the time. I was working a tournament last weekend, and the lady I was working with, her phone started to die in the afternoon, and so I was able to let her use my power bank, and she got probably, I think, was able to get an additional 50% on her phone, and I still had plenty for more charging until I could get home later that night. This is a great tool. I love this. I will definitely link this below. This is one of my favorite things that I bought in the last year. It's just so useful. I know this company also produces a smaller, like a keychain version that I did purchase, and it's okay. But this one I love. The other one is nice. Actually, I have one in my purse. It's just like a small keychain. I could do a whole separate one on these, but this is such a great tool. If you're traveling at all, if you use a phone at all, if you ever have problems, which isn't that everybody, I just think everybody needs one of these. Like, this is the most amazing power bank. I have loved it so much. And I travel internationally as well. And so it's nice. I mean, when I'm home in the States, I can just plug this into the wall to charge it. But when I'm abroad, there's a little kit with all the different attachments so that you can do that too. So such a useful thing. I love this. It's from Snap, and I'll link it below. Okay, this is funny. I've learned the hard way to pack my sunglasses in my bag, because a lot of times when you're driving to the airport, or if you didn't need your sunglasses when you're driving, and then you get on the airplane and then you're like, oh my gosh, I left my sunglasses in the car. So I've learned, I love these sunglasses too. These are from Diff. I love these because they're dark sunglasses. I like the shape on my head. Plus they go on my, they often go like that. But these are great sunglasses. They're from Diff, and I've been using these for, I don't know, I've gotten a couple pairs now because I've just loved them so much. But they come in other styles and shapes. This one's my favorite. Anyway, but when I pack my bag for the airport, I make sure and actually put it in my bag, and then just use whatever other sunglasses I have in my car when I'm driving, because inevitably I will forget them. It's happened before. Okay, so when I travel, I hate to be like, pack a whole picnic when you go, because it's like easy to get something in the airport, or sometimes you're lucky enough to go like in one of the lounges. But I always like to have a few snacks on the airplane, because to me it's miserable when you're hungry and all they're giving you are snacks that you don't like. So I like to take the time to pack a few things that I really enjoy. In fact, I think I got these on an airplane, but just didn't eat them. So I'm gonna take them on this one just in case. let's see. Oh, these are my absolute favorite protein bars right now. It's great because they're prebiotic. And so I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen, but sometimes I'll eat, especially when I'm traveling, because it seems like you're just still and you can't move around very much. You just get that pit, that brick in your stomach. You feel bloated and gross. Well, these are great because they prevent that from happening. And they taste great, which they need to, because I'm not going to eat a protein bar that I don't like the taste of. I'm just not. I'm not in a space in life where that's going to work. So I love these bars. They're so tasty. They feel good in your body. So that's a great thing. And if I can control myself and not get the smash burger at the airport and stick to this and stick to my other snacks that I have, I will feel a lot better and not have to use these, my antacids that I like to pack. But I only pack a few because I usually don't need that many of them. But man, when you do, you do, right? Okay, this is a little trick. So sometimes I like to get these bags that are just a little bit bigger. They're like, you know, I'm not going to eat this many snacks in one go, but I haven't even opened them yet. But I like to go ahead and put a clip on the bag. So then if I open them, they're not going to spill and get all over everything. And then I have gum, tissues, and oh, okay. I have to show you this. This is one of my favorite things. This is called Buxom Plump Shot. And Buxom, I love all of their lip products. I just think they feel so good on your lips. This is such a great product. I think I got this product just in the store, like maybe Sephora or somewhere, but I'll put links below because this is one of my favorite things. Man, I love this. I love the way it feels. It's just a really great product. This one's clear, but I've used their ones with color too, and I think they're great. And then when it comes to color, this is like my favorite. I love this. This is from Bobbi Brown. It's called Mango Mood, and I love it. The color just works really well with me. I've used it for years, and it's great. And then this is kind of goofy, but I always travel with a Sharpie. It's shocking how many times I've needed it. I also like to put it inside of a bag, so if it busts open, or really any of this juicy stuff, if it busts open, I don't want it to get into my bag because that would be really sad. And then this is one of my favorite products. I love these liquid IVs. I take these, it's just a little hydrator. I use about half of this for my Hydro Flask, and it's really easy to get dehydrated when you're on an airplane. And I really like the way these make me feel. So I've also noticed that there's a sugar-free version. So if you're worried about sugar, there is a sugar-free version. But this one, I think my favorite is the lemon lime, but I say that, and I don't know that I found too many versions of this that I haven't liked. So I really like Liquid IV. And you know what? It's really tiny. It pops in your bag, easy breezy. So this is what I'm going to be taking on my flight. My daughter and I are leaving within the hour to go to the US Open. So can't wait for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you're interested in tennis or tennis travel or just tennis lifestyle, follow along, leave a comment. I always love to hear from you guys. And I don't know, I hope you're having a great time out there traveling. And a few of these little tips just make travel easy. If you're comfortable, things are so much more sunny, right? So I hope all of you are having a great day. Love all, love everyone. See you next time.